everyone, welcome to Planning Scribbles with Letitia. And today this video is going to be about the basics of planners. I just wanted to show you some different types of planners and different types of layouts and kind of go over trying to figure out which planner would be best for you. If you're interested, stick around, give my channel a like, and hit that subscribe button. Give me just a minute and we'll be right back. Thanks for coming back and joining me. So, you want to try planning. The first thing I would do is grab myself a notepad, my pen, and I'm going to ask myself some questions. I want to know, I plan on using my planner. I want to know what I want to track in my planner. I want to know, do I want an hourly setup? Or do I need something more general where a weekly layout would work? How much do I have to keep track of in a planner? So I would just sit down, think about what you're wanting to achieve with your planner. Make a list of everything that you want to put in it, whether it be dinner planning, meal planning. Do you want to do habit trackers? You want to do but just make you a good list of everything you want to put in your planners. After you've done that, you want to think about the type of planner you want. There's 4 main types of planners. There's those that are book bound, coil bound, disc bound, and ring bound. I'm going to start with a book bound. They look like this. Most of your bullet journals are book bounds. They have pages that are dot gridded. You'll see some that have an actual grid rather than the dot grid, but most of them are dot grid. And for those, you go in and you set everything up yourself, from the keys to your monthly layouts, your year at a glance, but everything is set up by you according to what you need. I'm going to show, this is my monthly. You set up your weeklies. This is where I have like priorities, notes, just little places like that. And then you set up your weeklies yourself. This is probably the most creative way to do a planner because you do set everything up yourself. You can put in here whatever you want because you're setting it up yourself. One of the things about bullet journal, you don't have to worry about pages falling out because they are bound in. It's a little hard to add things to the bullet journal unless you come over here and you make your page and it may be out of line and not able to move it around. One of the drawbacks to a bullet journal that I discovered is that I can't fit a whole year in one book. This one is from last year, and half the book is just 3 months for me. So, and that's not doing a whole lot of extras outside of the planning. So that's one thing to consider with the book bounds. Is it going to last you all year, or are you going to need multiple ones for a year? The next one I want to talk about is a coil bound. Now, the coil bounds have the coils over here. Everything is well contained within them. You can get them in different types of layouts. They're not all the same. Some systems make accessories that you can put in and out of the coil. Others make little clip things that can go on the pages so that you can add pages to your coil planners. Some people, the way the coil is, gets in their way writing. You do have to be aware of that. They can get bulky, but you're not really going to be able to take your pages in and out and rearrange it to however you want to do it. The next one I want to talk about is a disc bound system. And it has plastic or metal discs that hold everything together. The thing about a disc bound system is your pages can be easily taken in and out of the system and then popped right back in. You can move things around. You can take out months at a time and add other months if you would like. It is a very versatile way to plan. These are standard rings. You can buy expander rings that are much larger that allow you to have a lot more in them. What I found with the disc bound systems is you wind up getting so much going in them, they can become very overwhelming, especially for me. It's like you have so much going on that you don't even know where to start, because you have all these extras that you're adding all the time, taking things out, putting things in, and it can get overwhelming. The next one I want to talk about is a ring bound system. Now, a ring bound system has the rings that can be opened and closed, so you can add and take away things relatively easy to set it up however you would like it. And that's, it has the benefits of the disc bound system, but you are limited in a ring bound system by the size of the rings as to what it can hold. So you may have to store things for a while and then come back and add them in later as you take other things out. Okay, the next things I want to talk about is the type of layouts. I'm going to start with a vertical layout. And this one here is a vertical layout. And in a vertical layout, your days are vertically. So what you have to do is list it vertically. And that's a vertical layout. Most of the vertical layouts I've seen, they divide the day into 3 sections. You can use them as morning, afternoon, evening if you would like, or you can use them as like work, personal, kids, things like that. So they're pretty plain. They leave you a lot of room to arrange with a vertical layout and structure to what you need. The next one I want to discuss is a horizontal layout. Now, a horizontal layout, your days go where you can list your things going across the page horizontally. For some people, this layout works better. You do have more control of your handwriting because you have lines there to write on. Rather than it being little bitty, it's a little easier to write out in sentences if you prefer writing things that way instead of just jotting things down. But that's a horizontal layout. The next one I want to discuss is a dashboard layout. Now, this is a dashboard layout. In it, you have a weekly view, which is Monday through Sunday. You have a little box here that's also got your days of the week on it. But over here on the other side, you have larger blocks to block off things that maybe there's not a specific day you want it on, or to keep track of things. But it's all right there in what they call a dashboard, where it's easily viewable as you look at what you have to do for the day also. And that's a dashboard layout. The other layout I wanted to discuss is a daily layout. And I don't have an example of a daily layout right now, but a daily layout usually has an hourly timetable on it with some extra room for other things that you may need to do. But it allows you to block out times during your day if you have a daily layout for very specific things. Where the other types of layout, it's more of a generalized, I need to take care of this when I have time today. And that's the different types of planners and layouts. Hope you enjoyed this. If you do, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel and help me grow it. And thank you very much for joining me.